Okay, welcome back. This is an intro into the Dean's video. I won't explain much what's going on, but what I'm after is I got a couple guys. There's probably a dozen mechanics on my channel. So what I need you to do is just look at the video and just send me a message at nitrobadge@hotmail.com and just tell me if I'm on the right wavelength or blowing smoke up a duck's ass. So, but what I think it is the cam actuators. Now, before I unhooked both cam actuators, it would run for 5-10 minutes and then it would quit. So this time it ran for over an hour and never quit. So I'm thinking we're on the right thing. See, on the right wavelength. We think it was the catalytic converters, but with the inverters, when it quits, it won't restart, right? Just thinking. So, and the funny part about this is I never usually ask, but I am asking this time. So this is different. So anyway, I'll leave you, watch the video. If you got any answers or questions, put them down below. And if you think I'm on the right wavelength, just send me you're blowing wind up a duck's ass. But anyway, later. Okay, welcome back. Today, as you notice, we got Michael.
I'm not Hollywood.
And we got Dean.
He's not Hollywood.
Okay? Now, like everything else, everybody's on speed dial. So Dean phones me from Lethbridge and says his truck's doing yada yada yada. So I said, okay, whatever. So me and Al get the trailer, tuck it on the truck, go down there and pull it back, and then we'll fix it here. But what it is that it would run and then it would quit. And then when you go to start it up, it would bang, clang, lang. Well, checking this out, people told Dean it was the cats and it was the phasers and the cam actuators and this and that. So really nobody knew what it was. But of course, like everything else, I'm going to find out what the hell's the matter with it. So I watched it, and what it would do is start, run for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then quit. And then you start it up and it will go, like it was just not starting right. So, and then you leave it for like 5 minutes and start right up. So anyway, and the Z-Man, you'll know what I'm talking about because you know all about this, it's the cam actuators. Now what the cam actuators do on your dad's 49 Ford, it would advance the timing, right? Well, they don't have no distributors in them, so to advance the timing, they use cam phasers and hydraulic pressure, because hydraulic pressure, these cam actuators do is they allow oil pressure to advance and retard the cams. But the only problem is that when they advance, they stick. And then you turn the key off, you take the power away, and the oil pressure will eventually bleed off, and then you can start it up. So right now, the trick to it, like the Ford guy said, is you unhook the cam phasers, or the cam actuators, which are these two wires right here. There's one on each side. So right now they're unhooked, and this thing has never ran this long since it got here. This has been almost 20 minutes now. Now the only problem with it running like this, now if you're Joe Blow and you're in, say for instance you go back and forth to work, 10, 15 miles at work or something, you would never notice there's a thing wrong with it. All you're going to have is the engine light on. The only thing is, you got to remember, when those are unhooked, you can't make the emission standards. So that's an issue. But if you're not worried about that, you can drive this thing forever. It's not going to hurt it. Not one bit. All you're doing is not advancing the cams. So what? It's hard on gas, you can't make emissions, and it hasn't got too much power. But you can still drive it. So that's the issue. Now we just gotta, now one thing about it is the Ford guy says, is that the biggest cause is dirty oil. So now we don't know about this truck, and neither does Dean, he just bought it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the oil, which he did before he left Salt Lake City, and put in new oil and a new filter, and we're gonna put seafoam in it. And that guy says Pennzoil. Put the Pennzoil in, he says that Pennzoil works the best. So we'll put some Pennzoil in it, some seafoam, we'll run this thing, and we'll see if it'll cure itself. Because the problem is on the solenoids, they're metal to metal. not O-rings or nothing. So it don't take much dirt to get in there and clean it. So it's got two screens, most common problem. Then the dirt gets in there and then it bunks the solenoid. So we're gonna play with this. These boys are up here for until I get it fixed. So we're just gonna play with it and see what we can do. If we can put oil and seafoam in it and get it working, good. If not, we have to run. It's a 10-hour job. That's the problem. And you know, and I can see the guy that sold it probably knew all about it because just take it in and like Dean went into Lethbridge and they're telling him you might as well put a motor in it. Well, that's not fixing it. At least now we got some concrete stuff that we know is wrong with it. Even if we have to go lift the valve covers off and put two solenoids in it, it's still cheaper than a motor. Remember what I said about the second opinion? That's what he did. Got a second opinion. And I'm saying we'll fix it. And we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll get it. It's only a small, like even if it was we left it the way it is, he could probably drive back and it'll probably cost him a little more. But other than that, it's just fine. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on. And them guys are working anyway. They're building sheds and all kinds of stuff for Brad. And so we'll keep you updated on it. But that's where we are. But don't worry, Dean's in good hands, Jeannie Bukowski. She was all worried about Dean being stuck in Canada. We'd never be that lucky, Jeannie. He's in good hands. We'll get him out of here. So, yeah. And Steampunk, get your damn visa and get up here for your passport. Okay?
I'll vouch for you, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll vouch for you. Steve? No, don't let him in here. Okay, we'll talk to you later.